So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop
se
each
tu hádáte
morning,
s
so folks with
děckem?
dirt in their boots go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
I'm his daddy. I am the Witcher.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same.
No, vy jste všichni tak retardovaný.
But move. We'll break your legs, vagrant. Teach
Circle him! Cheeks. All together, on three. Heck of it!
Damn it!
Kill the grey dongler, a lost half-breed.
Vypadá jako komediant. Bože, čo sa mu furt smeješ za ty uška? Vyzerá dobrý.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
Oni.
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes.
Ako ho
I've
vypal.
heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Nic, bylo to nedorozumění.
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
No, chlapče.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Čo ty myslíš?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing
Ja som
out
ti práve
loud
zachránila
and
život na
clear.
to, aby si ma
How
zabral
much?
o
Let's
peniažky.
say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes.
Chlapče, ty vieš, jak byť
And if I've
podnikateľ.
enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Jaj, poďme smovať.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Ja ti to nechám, chlapče.
See? I knew we'd clinch
Ja viem, že
it.
ty mali potrebujem, ale tak je mi to jedno, tu máš.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Obec vie. To je malý Miko určite. Tiež taký ambiciózny.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Ja som sa nevyspala. Čiže nemám buffy.
Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
Tak tie vrany asi nebudú len tak vrany.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
Pani sa hýbe.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Milý pane majiteľ, už dlho prosím rodičia, aby mi kúpili hračku. Uhni.
Somebody fixed this recently. Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. Is his lover?
I don't rightly know.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though. Tools were used recently. Detloff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed. Not certain.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detloff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Still got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Let's get to work.
Hľadám stopy, hľadám, ale nič nenachádzam. Už
Detloff
nachádzam.
Underhairtain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detloff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off perhaps by a bout of Detloff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detloff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detloff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Even if Renawed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detloff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detloff's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Detlof's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlof.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlof? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlof and I both.
Prosím. Ďakujem.
Oh, here he comes! A hero! Krádež.
Díky, bro.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Čo je?
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Tento prípad je trošku zložitejší.
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing?
Kľudne,
We are very
ženská, môžem
disappointed.
toto vysvetliť?
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer?
Typek má čo
But
kľudni.
everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure
Pravím,
invention.
čauko,
Only
Dama,
work in
Adam.
legends and fables.
Čau.
And Buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed Buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a
Jezus,
battue. Bring the
macho.
matter to its end at once.
Kľudný hormón.
The Witcher need but tell us where to find this
Môžem
monster.
to vysvetliť, že je manipulovaný?
Whoa, this is work for a witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in.
Ale,
I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
ale áno.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Nie, nie sú.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Presne.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention.
To nie je
What they
domnienka, je to
intend to
Witcher, on
do.
sa to všetko musel učiť, kámo.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
Jasne.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Vy zda nepočúvate, čo vám tu hovorí Geralt.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not
A
help
ja sú
him.
vyčeria,
No
robia
one else should
všetko.
die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Retour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
A ten Geralt, to sa musím naučiť.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Sonreal was stolen.
No máš
We
sa
must
čo
go to the
učiť na to,
vineyard. See if there's not been an incident.
No, povedzme viac.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sonreal, it is Sonreal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Presne to
Your Grace,
očakávam.
what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt.
Tak jeden z vás
We will
zomrie.
travel incognito.
A ja viem, že to bude
We've no
pán
wish to give
Mačo.
the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In
No
short,
nevenujte si také
from now
pohľady,
on,
budete
I am
spolu
Anna
vychádzať,
Henrietta.
idioti.
not your grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
A ready.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Súhlasím, žena. Jak sa máte, chat?
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Geralt, why do you flee?
Witcher, come back! You're to protect Her Highness!
Know of the man who
Jesus.
defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Ja som nezdrhla. Vidím pantera.
Panthers have attacked the wagon. We must help.
Stay back, Your Grace! We shall see to this! Back, you beast! Begone!
Stench.
Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Help! Save us!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for
No, to je
you,
tiež
we'd have been
veľmi
done for.
nenápadné, že
Saved our
kapitán
lives.
jej nejakej kráľovskej stráže ešte čistuje s nejakou random ženskou, no sú veľmi nenápadné ako za.
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Tucson. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair.
Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, A witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is this Sonreal stored?
Chyba problem.
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
They say a great deal about you, Witcher. We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his
No,
own.
je veľmi nenapadná, keď ju tu všetci poznajú a pokláňajú sa jej. Keď sa ti ona páči, a však je pekná celú dobu.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory
Ale
ledger.
čo? Čo? Ojoj.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Riešime záhadu
Then we must
strateného
follow our
vína.
other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Ale charakterovo aj hej. Nie je to taká namyslená princeznička. Jak sa ti darí v pohode?
Est. I think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Ervelus. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Fiorano, Dandelion's favorite, adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
No však. What about it?
1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Už sa blížime uhni. S dovolením. Ďakujem. A teraz sme pod ročníkom.
Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Máme to.
Right here, 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full.
This one is full.
This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sanrial? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Oj, oj. Oj, oj, ideme testovať víno, no paráda.
Got the taps.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
Dobra. Jak chcete, madam?
Ready.
Step aside.
So?
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good.
Ideme opiť princeznu, no. Paráda.
Revolting, bitter
Dobra.
plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Tak tomu vymenil súd s vínom. Ajajajajaj. Jak to bude mať v prdeli. Ajajajaj. Ešte jednomu daj.
I am very
No, a ja som.
disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
Hovor.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Mamu si predal
Who'd
víno.
you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court.
Keci, daj mi meno.
He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came
Jak se
to collect.
dorywałam, jak było fitko.
Armed men. The
Było
kind that
fitko.
stink of trouble.
Sądzina
I
ma
had
być.
hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel, and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
To stačí.
That's enough.
Nepomohol si
Know
mi,
what we need
nedal
to
si mi
know.
meno, iba
Your Grace,
jak asi
I
vyzerá,
beg
no.
your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon.
Dajme pani, berte si príklad, tak to vyzerá idiot.
High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Centrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you
No
are ready.
vidíš, Mačo, že to ide sa dohodnúť.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You'll take the cart and meet us there.
Jeb,
Fine.
jeb.
When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.